Good morning. My name is Fred Wilson, and it is my honor to serve as a board member for 25 years and as your chairman of the Board of Education since 2015. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you back to school. We have an exciting morning planned. Today's opening session will celebrate the success of the past year and honor our teachers and employees of the year. We will hear from our superintendent of schools, Dr. Mark Scott, about his vision for the coming year. A special treat this year is a motivational speaker, Dr. Kevin Elko, who is brought to us by local business partners. Speaking on behalf of your board members, we know that educators work hard to do what is best for students despite constant change and challenges. The COVID-19 pandemic has created more challenges than anyone could have ever imagined, and we are so proud of the way our employees responded professionally and with love and concern for our families. It shows that our teachers care deeply and put their heart and soul into teaching and instilling a love of learning. To teach is a calling and a service to others, and we are thrilled that you chose to serve our district. Always remember that you and your efforts make a difference in the lives of every student who is in your classroom and school. This year, we hired just over 200 new teachers. If you are new to our district, we'd like to extend to you a special welcome to our family. We're glad that you've joined our team. Each of you who is new to the district will soon learn that our Houston County School District is the best to be found anywhere. To all of our employees, we are grateful and appreciative of the high quality work that you deliver every day. Your Board of Education promises to do our best to serve you by providing a physically sound system, a balanced budget, a full school calendar year, and most importantly, properly staffed schools. Again, we say thank you and want you to know how grateful we are for your service. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for our national anthem, presented by some of our music teachers. Afterwards, the Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Dr. Kathy Relford, our 2019 Houston County Teacher of the Year. Have a wonderful school year.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's lamps gleaming, whose rough stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the monsters singing in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now join me as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. My name is Mark Scott, and it is my privilege to serve as your superintendent of schools. I want to begin by thanking our music teachers for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem. We are so appreciative of our music teachers who participate each year in our opening session. During every convocation, we celebrate the previous year's successes. As you all know, our 2019-2020 school year ended in a way that none of us would have imagined. When the COVID-19 pandemic closed our schools in mid-March, everyone pulled together to accomplish the work needed to support our students. Each of you rose to the challenges presented, and in the end, we had a very successful year overall. Although we had to change many of our methods and processes, I'm convinced that we're now stronger than ever before. I want you to know that we are thankful for your flexibility and commitment to do what's best for the students of Houston County. I am so proud of our teachers, administrators, and support staff. Even in the midst of this worldwide pandemic, everyone continued to work toward our mission and vision. We have a lot to be proud of because of your hard work and devotion, as well as our outstanding students and supportive parents. Our mission is to produce high-achieving students, and everything we do is to ensure that our students graduate college and career ready. We are pleased that the effort taking place in our schools is showing results as measured by the College and Career Ready Performance Index, Georgia's accountability tool. In 2019, our district had an unprecedented 6.5-point increase in our overall CCRPI score. With an overall district score of 83.1, we are 7.2 points above the state's overall score of 75.9. I'm proud that 28 of our schools saw an increase in their score, with the average increase of 8.1 points. Our schools outperformed the state in every single indicator across all grade spans. This improvement is directly attributed to our work through professional learning communities. I commend our administrators, teachers, and students on this progress. One measurement of our students' readiness for college is the SAT. Close to 1,000 of our students took the SAT last year. They outperformed the nation and state with a mean total score of 1,068. This is 29 points higher than the national average and 20 points above the state. Our ultimate goal is graduation. Approximately 1,900 students graduated from our district last month. Our four-year cohort graduation rate is 87.9%, which is 5.9% higher than the state average. And our five-year graduation rate is at 89.4%, 5.7 points above the state. More importantly, our graduation rates are getting closer to our commitment that every student will graduate. I am very proud that all 5 of our high schools continue to score above the state average. I'm especially proud that Perry High School gained almost 5 percentage points over last year's rate. Our district also made great strides with the graduation rate of students with disabilities. 71% graduated, a substantial improvement over the state's rate of 63%. In addition, our district continues to close the gap on graduation rates between our white students and our African American students. Since 2014, there's been a 29% increase in our African American students' graduation rate and a 93% decrease in the gap between our white students and our African American students. Currently, that gap is 1%. This is really tremendous. Each and every one of you should be proud of these results. Every single teacher and support staff member at all 38 schools contributes toward our students graduating, and your work pays off. One of the most important factors impacting student achievement is the quality of the teacher in the classroom. For the 11th consecutive year, 100% of our teachers are deemed professionally qualified as defined by Georgia Professional Standards Commission. 100% of our paraprofessionals are also professionally qualified. In our district, we win many state and national awards. The reputation of our teachers, administrators, and support staff makes our district a leader in the state of Georgia and across the nation. Although many competitive events and conferences were canceled due to COVID, we still have much to celebrate. We're proud of our school's academic success as evidenced by many national and state awards. I'll share some highlights with you from the year. 2 of our schools were recognized as 2020 Model Professional Learning Community at Work schools for sustained success in raising student achievement. Lindsay Elementary School and Houston County High are 2 of only approximately 200 schools and districts in the U.S. and Canada to receive this honor. All 5 of our high schools were again named Advanced Placement Honor Schools by the Georgia Department of Education. Our schools were represented in 3 AP categories: STEM schools, STEM achievement schools, and access and support schools. 6 of our schools were named 2019-2020 Reward Schools by the Georgia Department of Education. This award is reserved for the top 5% of the greatest improving school-wide Title I schools in the state. Congratulations to these elementary schools: Centerville, Eagle Springs, Morningside, Shirley Hills, and Tucker, as well as Huntington Middle. Houston County High also won a single statewide accountability system award from the Governor's Office of Student Achievement, presented in collaboration with the Georgia Department of Education. Houston County High was one of just 6 high schools in the state to win platinum in the Greatest Gains Award category. Houston County High also won the state championship at the Georgia Forensic Coaches Association Varsity State Tournament. Their debate team won all 9 of their public forum debate rounds, and their students were named top overall speaker and second overall speaker. A team member was also awarded top freshman in both impromptu and dramatic interpretation categories. In addition, Houston County High's debate team coach, James Brock, was named the 2020 GFCA Debate Coach of the Year. Thompson Middle was recognized for leadership and exemplary STEAM practices by the Georgia Department of Education. Our board is very supportive of our career tech programs and student organizations. In fact, our district has more ag educators than any other district in Georgia. Our schools are very competitive, with our students bringing home many state and national awards. Perry High won FFA national awards, with 3rd overall in the U.S. in landscape and 2 students winning individual high score awards. Veterans High FFA team won 2 national awards in ag sales and meat evaluation. Northside Middle's FFA chapter was named a top 5 finalist for National FFA Middle School of Model of Excellence, the highest honor National FFA gives middle schools. Mossy Creek Middle was another top 10 in the nation FFA winner, placing 8th in the Conduct of Chapter Meetings event. 3 schools won national FCCLA awards at the Leadership Conference held in Anaheim, California. Students advance to nationals once they win the state championship and other top-level state awards. At nationals, Perry High won 6 top 10 awards, and Thompson Middle won 3 awards. Houston County High won 5 national awards last year. A Houston County Career Academy team won an award at the National FCCL Leadership Conference. They won bronze in culinary arts after competing against contestants from 32 states. Their home schools are Warner Robins High and Veterans High. A Houston County Career Academy and Warner Robins High student was named Georgia Student of the Year at the Georgia Business and Education Summit. A Houston County Career Academy and Perry High student was named the Work-Based Learning Student of the Year for Georgia. Houston County High FCCLA won several state honors to include State Chapter of the Year, and Mrs. Carmen Hayes was also named State Administrator of the Year. Perry High School students won several awards at the Georgia National Junior Livestock Show to include Champion Beef Herdsman. In FFA, Veterans High won 2 state championships. A Matt Arthur Elementary student was the Georgia State winner of the 3rd grade cabbage program for growing a 20-pound cabbage from a seedling. As home to Robins Air Force Base, we're proud to support our armed forces and military families as illustrated by military-affiliated awards. Northside High had an outstanding year to include the following. 3 of Northside's Air Force JROTC instructors each won a 2019-2020 Outstanding Instructor Award from headquarters. Of more than 1,900 instructors worldwide, just over 220 were selected for this honor. Congratulations to Dennis Jolisank, Chief Charles Mize, and Master Sergeant Laura Sauls. Major Jolisank also received the award for the Georgia Association of Technical Education Teacher of the Year, the JRTC Division. Northside's Air Force JRTC unit was one of 79 units in the U.S. to receive the 1920 Air Force JRTC Distinguished Unit with Merit Award, reserved for units that perform well above and beyond normal expectations. In addition, the unit earned a score of Exceed Standards, the highest possible rating granted by Air Force JROTC headquarters. Our fine arts programs have thousands of students enrolled and many who will win awards at the local, state, and national levels. At the Southeastern Theater Conference, from among 10 states, Perry High won runner-up, Best Play, Best Set, Best Director, and All-Star Awards for 2 cast members. The National Art Education Association named Perry High teacher Kathy Heller as the 2020 Southeastern Region Secondary Art Educator. She was selected from teachers in 10 states, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands. Perry High's Mrs. Heller was also named the 2020 Georgia Secondary Art Educator of the Year by the Georgia Art Education Association. Northside High's Theater Department won top honors at the Georgia Thespian Conference, earning perfect scores and being chosen as featured performers in an event showcase from among 500 other entries. Our students also performed quite well in athletic competitions. The Houston County High senior earned a title of the most athletic high school football player in the nation. A Houston County Sharks member won Outstanding Male Athlete at the American Association of Adaptive Sports Programs Aspire Awards ceremony. 4 Sharks supporters were each presented a National Aspire Award for advocacy. It's our joy to support our students every way we can. Our Houston County Sharks won 3 state championships, 2 in handball by both the varsity and JV, and in basketball by the varsity. They have won a total of 26 state championships since the team was created in 2008. All of our schools are active in Special Olympics. During the Georgia State Winter Games, our students won 8 medals. Northside High won the Georgia High School Association Cooperative Spirit Sportsmanship Award for the 2nd year in a row. 2 Houston County High cheerleaders were chosen for the All-State Cheerleading Squad. As illustrated by these awards and recognitions, we have outstanding students and employees. We hire only the very best. The notable awards from last year include our Community Relations Department won 13 Georgia Public Relations Awards to include 9 gold and 2 best in category. Our Business Department earned the Award of Distinction for Excellent Financial Reporting from the Georgia Department of Audits and Accounts for the 7th consecutive year. All of these accomplishments could not be possible without the dedication and leadership of our school board, which has been named an exemplary school board for 4 consecutive years by the Georgia School Boards Association. We are proud that many of our staff and students serve at state and national level. Huntington Middle Principal Dr. Gwendolyn Taylor serves on the National Association of Secondary School Principals Executive Board of Directors. Dr. Sabrina Kennedy is the treasurer of the National CASE, past president of G-CASE, and treasurer of Gale. Dr. Cassie Raitt serves on Governor Kemp's Mathematics Education Advisory Committee as team leader for the Georgia Department of Education Mathematics Standards Revision and program chair of the Georgia Council of Teachers of Mathematics. Dr. Amy Faust is president of the Georgia Language Arts Supervisors. Bonaire Primary Principal Dr. Elgin Mayfield serves as the past president of the Georgia Association of Elementary School Principals and the Georgia representative to the National Association of Elementary School Principals. Houston County High has 2 FCCLA state officers, Georgia FCCLA National Officer Candidate, and State Vice President of Competitive Events. 4 of our students served on State School Superintendent Richard Wood's Student Advisory Council. The students attended Fagan Mill Middle, Houston County High, and Perry High. These top awards illustrate our phenomenal students, teachers, and leaders. We are all accomplishing great work in our mission to produce high-achieving students and our vision that our system will be world-class. Congratulations on another outstanding year. Our music teachers have created a special song just for us. Their annual contribution is a highlight of this event. They are so creative and work hard during the summer to customize the lyrics to our profession and the theme for the year.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there?
Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere?
Have you ever felt like
like you could fall, no one would hear.
So let that lonely feeling wash away.
'Cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay.
'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand,
You can reach out your hand.
And know,
Someone will come running.
and I know,
Take you home.
even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found.
You will be found.
There's a place where we don't have to feel unknown. And every time that you call out, you're a little less alone.
If you only say the word,
From across the silence, your voice is heard. Oh,
someone will come running
oh,
to take you home.
Take you home.
even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you reach up and you rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. You will be found. Out in the shadows, the morning is breaking, and all is new. All is new. It's filling up the empty. Suddenly I see that all is new. All is new. You are not alone. 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 You are not. You are not alone.
Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need someone to carry you,
when you're broken on the ground,
You will be found. 'Cause you reach up and you rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be
Thank you so much. That was great. Now it's time to honor our employees and teachers of the year. Dr. Kathy Relaford, our 2019-2020 Houston County Teacher of the Year, will make brief remarks and then introduce our honorees.
Good morning. I'm honored to have served as our 2019 District Teacher of the Year. I experienced education at different levels and from diverse perspectives. I recall stating that we are all champions and called for a time such as this. Little did I realize that we would be tested with such an unprecedented year. I must admit that I'm not only amazed, but also truly inspired because we have been tried, tested, and have not been found wanting. I am privileged to be counted amongst such auspicious professionals. I want to thank you for an inclusive and successful year. Thank you for your willingness to learn, adapt, and to ensure that we accomplish our most important goal of providing quality education and meeting the needs of all of our students. We are more than conquerors. Thank you. It's now time to recognize our Employees of the Year from Transportation, Maintenance, School Nutrition, and the Distribution Center. Our honorees' photos will be shown as their names are called. Bus Driver of the Year, Angelique Nicely. Bus Monitor of the Year, Shirley Ann James. Custodian of the Year, Albert Smith, Bonaire Middle School. Distribution Center Employee of the Year, Daniel Ward. Maintenance Employee of the Year, Ben Moore. School Nutrition Manager of the Year, Wanda King, Northside High School. Congratulations to our Employees of the Year. Each will receive gifts to include $200 in cash from HEA Federal Credit Union and our premier sponsors combined. They will receive their gifts this afternoon during a drive-through event. I now have the honor of recognizing our outstanding 2020-2021 Teachers of the Year from each of our schools. Bonaire Elementary, Renee Elliott, Top 10 Teacher of the Year. Bonaire Middle, Karen Yeager. C.B. Watson Primary, Jessica Roberts, Top 10 Teacher of the Year. Centerville Elementary, Jessica Nixon. David Perdue Elementary, Carrie McNair. David Perdue Primary, Jillian Kreutzer. Eagle Springs Elementary, Stephanie King. Fagan Mill Middle, Janice Stillwell. Hilltop Elementary, Joanna Air. Houston County Career Academy, Erin Murray. Houston County High, Shayna Brown, Top 10 Teacher of the Year. Houston County Wynn Academy, Reginald Cuthbert. Huntington Middle, Shakisha Thornton. Kings Chapel Elementary, Kimberly Stamos. Lakejoy Elementary, Jennifer Jackson, Top 10 Teacher of the Year. Lakejoy Primary, Cameron Barrington, Top 10 Teacher of the Year. Langston Road Elementary, Lori Holbrook. Lindsay Elementary, Felicia Felton. MacArthur Elementary, Jessica Worrell. Miller Elementary, LaKenya Brandon. Morningside Elementary, Honda Henson. Mossy Creek Middle, Annie Gottney. Northside Elementary, Crystal Tucker, Top 10 Teacher of the Year. Northside High, Heather Burley. Northside Middle, Christina Sanders, Top 10 Teacher of the Year. Parkwood Elementary, Amanda Bennett. Pearl Stevens Elementary, Melinda Rangel. Perry High, Sean Riley. Perry Middle, Carmen Washington. Crow Run Elementary, Ashley Gordon, Top 10 Teacher of the Year. Russell Elementary, Caitlin Moore, Top 10 Teacher of the Year. Shirley Hills Elementary, Brittany Fulgrim, Top 10 Teacher of the Year. Thomas Middle, Patricia Bourbon. Tucker Elementary, Kayla Shunway. Veterans High, Jeremy Furman. Warner Robins High, Kristen Hanlon. Warner Robins Middle, Brandy Dent. Westside Elementary, Lorena Thomas. Congratulations to each of you. Our Teachers of the Year are receiving gifts valued at several $100s from sponsors. Teachers of the Year, please come to the central office in Perry this afternoon between 2:30 and 3:30 to pick up your gifts. Our Employee and Teacher of the Year supporters are acknowledged on the screen. If you have the opportunity, please personally thank them for their contributions. It is now time to announce our district-wide Teacher of the Year and finalists. As I call out the names of our finalists, you will see their photo on the screen, and I'm sure there will be celebration going on at their schools. This finalist believes, as leaders and role models, students must see us practicing what we are preaching. We must provide students with books they want to read, let the students choose, invite the students in, foster a reading community, and joyfully support others who teach. Quail Run Elementary, Ms. Ashley Gordon. Our next finalist said, sometimes the best thing you can give a kid is your heart. Allow them to see that you are just as human as they are. Have the maturity to accept your mistakes, the courage to release your pride, and say, I'm sorry. I want my students to know they are not defined by the choices they made and that they matter to me. Houston County High, Ms. Shayla Brown. This finalist commented, I feel that we are at our best when we are working together as a team. From the newest and most motivated member to the most experienced veteran. Everyone has something of value to add to the learning communities that are guiding our students. Acknowledge weaknesses and find strength and positivity in those around you. Shirley Hills Elementary, Ms. Brittany Fulham. This teacher said, using our education system as a vessel could initiate the process of restructuring our society for a better tomorrow. By equipping students with the knowledge and tools to face current and future issues, I believe that they will see the value in their actions and rise to future challenges. Northside Middle, Ms. Christina Sanders. This teacher said, my students may change from year to year, but my love and passion for their learning will always remain constant. If someone asks me how many children I have, I always respond with 46. 44 do not live with me, and 2 live at home. Ms. Crystal Tucker, Northside Elementary. Ms. Tucker, please join me at the podium. Congratulations on being named Teacher of the Year for your school. Then making it to the top 10. And now, the top 5 for the entire district.
Thank you.
We have another surprise for you. It is my pleasure to announce that you are the 2020-2021 Houston County Teacher of the Year. Ms. Tucker, would you like to make some remarks?
Yes, thank you so much. Wow, this is such an honor and a shock and a pleasure to be represented as Houston County's 2020-2021 Teacher of the Year. You know, when I get into education, I was a late starter and a late bloomer, but like I tell my children, this is to never give up on your dreams, and I pray that this is only the beginning and that I represent my county well. Thank you so much for this honor, and I am so shocked and humbled and grateful for the opportunity to represent my county.
All right, everybody, let's get out of your seat and celebrate.
More students,
Congratulations once again. The excitement continues. There's another surprise waiting for you outside.
Thank you, Dr. Relaford, for emceeing our Employee Recognition Program. Congratulations to our honorees, with special congratulations to our 4 District Teacher of the Year finalists and Northside Elementary's Mrs. Crystal Tucker, the 2020-2021 Houston County Teacher of the Year. We look forward to seeing you this afternoon when you come to the board office to take a photograph and receive gifts from our community friends and sponsors. Let's now turn our focus to the new school year, which will be like no other. Not only are we beginning school during a pandemic, we are also celebrating our 150th anniversary as a district. This will definitely be a year to remember. Extra careful health measures are being taken this year, which are far-reaching to protect everyone who has come into our school buildings. Many times you have heard it said that safety is our #1 priority. These are not just words. The safety of our students and staff is the driving force behind all of our decisions. We are committed to continuing to follow proper health protocols as we educate our students. Some people have asked what we are using to make tough decisions. To plan for this unprecedented school year, we considered information from many agencies to include the Georgia Department of Education, the Georgia Department of Public Health, Centers for Disease Control, Department of Defense Education Activity, Professional Association of Georgia Educators, Georgia High School Association, Governor Kemp's executive orders, Houston County Health Department, and the North Central Health District Health Department. Data from the school reopening survey taken by parents and employees was also considered. Our principals also gave input, and we've worked closely with our maintenance, transportation, and purchasing departments to plan for staggered custodial schedules, busing, and procurement of cleaning supplies and necessary personal protective equipment. With constantly changing information, a vast amount of data, and guidance from many sources, one can realize that a lot of deliberation and consultation and coordination went into our district's plan to reopen. If you have not reviewed our plan, which is on our district website, please make time today so that you are informed and reassured. Just visit hcbe.net and click on the first banner at the top of the homepage. You will also see a link to frequently asked questions on the homepage. A few highlights of changes made because of the pandemic include: our families are offered a choice of on-campus instruction or Houston virtual distance learning. Students will return on August the 6th to allow more time during pre-planning to prepare to best meet the needs of our students. The 2 extra days allowing for training for COVID-19 prevention protocols, digital instruction, and socio-emotional and culturally responsive instruction. Meet and greets and new student orientations will be offered in creative ways, such as through video posted on individual teacher web pages. Our high school bell schedule has changed to 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., allowing more time for lunches and a district-wide tiered approach to transportation. Classrooms are receiving supplies to include hand sanitizer, paper towels, disposable gloves, tissues, bleach-free disinfectant wipes, and disinfectant cleanser. Face coverings will be required when social distancing is not possible. Every employee and student will be provided with a washable mask. Our schools and buses will receive extra cleaning and sanitation. Staff and students will be required to wear a face covering while on school buses. Parents and other visitors will be restricted to the front office and will wear a face covering while on campus. Signage will be posted in all of our schools and facilities district-wide, which describe COVID symptoms, proper hand washing, sanitizing, social distancing, and when to stay home. Prevention protocols will be reviewed regularly with our on-campus students. These are a few of the steps we are taking. If you have questions after reviewing our plan and frequently asked questions, please check with your supervisor for help to include answering specifics to your individual health or family situation. Lately, when I'm asked about the future, I've been saying that my crystal ball is broken. The situation is fluid, and the only constant we can count on right now is change. Your flexibility and understanding when processes and plans have to be revised are appreciated. Our families that have chosen Houston Virtual this fall will have a different experience than in the spring. We learned a lot about delivering digital instruction for students in all grades and have made improvements. Our district has an advantage in delivering digital instruction because we have offered secondary students select courses online since 2017. Each year we have added courses to better meet the needs of our students. Last year, unrelated to the COVID closure, we served approximately 1,400 middle and high school students. They completed over 4,500 courses online with our teachers using OdysseyWare software on the Houston Virtual platform. This year we've added Google Classroom as our digital learning platform. Our theme this year is celebrating 150 years of excellence, the Houston County Way. This year, 2020, is our 150th anniversary. It's exciting to recognize this accomplishment. Try to envision school in 1870. Here are some things to think about what school was like in the late 1800s. One teacher taught grades 1 through 8 in a one-room schoolhouse, and many had as many as 60 children. Students learned reading, writing, basic math, geography, and history, and sat in rows of the youngest to the oldest from front to back. According to the U.S. Department of Education Statistics, in 1870, the school year was about 132 days. Most students attended only 78 days a year, which was a 59% attendance rate. Teachers were usually female who had to agree not to marry or keep the company of men while employed. Women also had more stringent employment conditions, such as not leaving town at any time without permission of the board chairman. They were not allowed to play cards, dye their hair, or stay out past 8 p.m. or smoke cigarettes. To heat the school, there was usually a wood stove or fireplace. Sometimes the children brought firewood from home to help keep the fire burning. The teacher typically started the fire an hour before class began to warm up the schoolhouse. Teachers were also required to sweep the floors at least once a day, scrub the floor weekly with hot water and lye soap, and clean the blackboards at least daily. Thankfully, our country and education system have come a long way. We've made great progress over the years, not just in our district, but in public education overall. We are proud of our history and try to preserve it for those who will follow us. At the central office, we have a vintage classroom museum and a display in the front lobby that shows a timeline over the years. On the central office grounds, we also have Spring Hill School, which was moved to Beckham Circle in July of '09. Many years ago, the site was home to the Perry High Gym, and the grounds at one time were used to store coal to heat our schools. Spring Hill was originally located about 3 miles away in an oak grove. It closed in 1925 and today serves as a museum and meeting space managed by the Perry Historical Society. According to the 1915 Education Survey of Houston County, Georgia, Ms. Laura Touton taught 28 students in 6 grades for 32 continuous weeks. This school contained good homemade double desk, medium blackboards, 1 U.S. history map, good charts, no globe, a reference dictionary, framed pictures, library in good case, small decorative flags, and illustrative materials. The grounds had 2 toilets in fair condition and small school gardens. The water came from nearby neighbors' wells. There was a sewing club and no community clubs. The one-room school cost $700 to build, and the maintenance cost was $400. This gives us a glimpse into what school was like in 1870 and 1915. The next time you're at the board office, take a few minutes to study the timeline in the lobby, visit the vintage classroom, and take a walk around Spring Hill School. On our district website, we've created a history of the HCBOE webpage to preserve our history. This site includes former schools, past Board of Education members, and more. We always welcome any photos or information anyone would like to share to add to our history. We now have a special message from Senator David Perdue, who has deep family roots in our district. Both of his parents were teachers, and he is a graduate of Northside High School. His father, David A. Perdue Sr., served as our superintendent from 1961 to 1980, and his mother, Gervis Perdue, started the gifted program in our district. Let's watch this together.
Hi everybody, this is David Perdue, the senior United States Senator from Georgia. It is my high honor today to welcome you as you begin the new school year in Houston County. For 150 years, Houston County schools have made an incredible impact on the lives of the students of Houston County. I was actually one of those students. I grew up right here in Warner Robins. I met my wife Bonnie in first grade at Lindsay Elementary School. My mom was a fifth grade teacher, and my dad happened at that time to be the principal. Both of my parents were Houston County school teachers. My father later became superintendent of schools for over 20 years. I am so grateful for everything that Houston County schools have meant to me and my family. This year, going back to school looks a little different. We're dealing with unprecedented challenges. We have to make a lot of changes. My mom and dad always said the best decisions about a child's education are made by the teacher, the parent, and the local administrators, not by somebody in Washington. That includes whether to open schools or not. I'm introducing a bill to help school systems as they navigate this very difficult decision. Houston County schools have always gone above and beyond to give their students the safest and most meaningful education possible. I have no doubt that again you will rise to this challenge again today. Thank you to Dr. Scott and Chairman Wilson for your exceptional leadership. I know what's involved in that. Also, thank you to the teachers, administrators, staff, and parents that make Houston County schools the very best in our state. God bless you, God bless Georgia, and God bless the United States of America.
We are thankful that Senator Perdue took time out of his busy schedule to send us this message, and thankful for his service to our state and nation. His family certainly left an impact on our district, which is lasting through the years. Today, all of us stand on the shoulders of the people who came before us, like the Perdues. Our traditions are based on what we call the Houston County Way, our culture which has developed over many, many years. This is included on the Credo card given to every employee. I encourage you to read our Credo card, which also includes our values. Now that we've taken a look back, think about the future and your place in history as we go forward in the next decade and beyond. Pledge to make a difference in your classroom, your school, and your community, and commit to upholding our mission, vision, and values and the Houston County Way. Our top 10 Teachers of the Year shared their thoughts on our 150th anniversary. They talked about our district's impact on the lives of students in the past and the legacy they hope to leave their students in the years to come. Let's listen to what they had to say.
When I think of Houston County school systems, I think of tradition. I had such a wonderful experience growing up in Houston County, and I think a lot of families do, and they want their children and their grandchildren to be a part of something that was so special to them and cheer on the teams that they went to school for. But I also, when I think of Houston County, I think of opportunity and the things that we give to our students the opportunities they have to engage in academics and athletics, fine arts, CTSOs, things that they can do just to broaden their aspects of their life and to learn new experiences and really step outside of what they think they want to do or what they think they know, and allow them to kind of learn from others, not just in our community but throughout the state.
When I think about the history of Houston County in 150 years, it makes me think about the people. Because the people are what I hold dear, the students and the teachers and the people I work with. And it makes me think about all those people that have gone before me and before all of us that are here today to lead the way and pave the way for what we're able to do in our county today.
Houston County has a reputation for excellence. They continue to work to make sure each student reaches their highest potential.
It's amazing that 150 years ago we were in a one-room schoolhouse and education was just beginning in this country, and here we are teaching in the midst of this pandemic, and we can reach any student anywhere. I think the biggest difference is that education used to be teacher focused in the beginning, and now we have moved so far forward for where it's student focused and individual student focused, and I think that's very important.
It is a legacy of learning, and the students who go through Houston County, they achieve great things while they're here, but then they achieve great things when they're gone. And a lot of times those same awesome students come back to us and they help the next generation, whether it is in local businesses or returning as teachers to Houston County. And so it's a cycle of awesome.
My legacy as a teacher is not within the brick walls of the classroom. It's within each and every one of my students whose lives I get to impact. I want my legacy to be that I loved the whole child and cared about the whole child and made sure that I was creating a classroom that was safe and nurturing to them, offering support to them, even through their adulthood, knowing that those children will come back to me. And I want to be that teacher that supports her students and makes a huge impact on their lives.
As a teacher, and specifically as a media specialist here in Houston County, I hope that I inspire students at Quill Run to be lifelong readers, lifelong learners, and engaged citizens.
I want students and community members to know that the students of Northside Middle School did this, and it was their idea, and they made it happen. And I want the legacy of my career to focus on the successes of my students.
I want my students to remember that I not only cared about their academics, but more importantly about their well-being. I made sure to get to know them on a personal level, and that made them comfortable with me, and I want them to always remember me for that.
The legacy that I want to leave for my students is that their voice is important. You will change the world one need at a time. My door never shuts, even beyond 180 days. And that coffee will always remain supreme. And remember what Kobe Bryant said, great things come from hard work and perseverance, no excuses. The legacy that I want to leave for the county is that I hope that I've planted seeds that will be fruitful in the years to come. I love our county and what it stands for. And while my story is not traditional and I started later than most, I want to leave a legacy that is similar to what I learned in the Army, that I will always place the mission first, that I will never accept defeat, and I will never quit.
Thank you, teachers. Congratulations on being chosen to represent your school as a top 10 Teacher of the Year for our district. State Superintendent Mr. Richard Woods also has a short message for us.
To the Houston County Education family, I want to wish you a happy 150th anniversary. You have been a model of educational excellence for our state and will continue to do so for years to come. Needless to say, this school year will open with challenges due to the pandemic. I am confident that your planning and problem-solving ability will create an environment for an outstanding school year. May your 150th year be the best yet.
We certainly appreciate Superintendent Woods. He works hard to advocate for all students. We're all hopeful that this will indeed be the best year yet. In commemoration of our 150th anniversary, every employee will receive a special coin. Our principals and other supervisors will give you the special token. They will also distribute years of service pins to everyone who has a 5-year anniversary with our district. Today, our district continues to thrive and grow. We are the 14th largest district in the state, serving approximately 30,200 students across 39 campuses and now also virtually. Currently, we have about 4,200 regularly employed faculty and staff members to include 2,260 certified employees. This year, we processed 5,468 W-2s for all full-time and part-time employees, such as substitutes. For many years, our district has been the second largest employer in the county, second only to Robins Air Force Base, the industrial engine of our state. As always, our board members and I are committed to providing you with the resources you need. Our total budget is approximately $380 million, and we build a fund balance of over $39 million to see us through the lean times. Our primary goal is to provide competitive salaries and benefits for all employees. I'm happy to tell you that for the 5th straight year, our board voted to give all certified and classified employees an increase. All of our employees are receiving a 2% cost of living increase. Salary increases over 5 years for our teachers makes their salary 7% higher than the state salary schedule before adding in our local supplement. The starting salary in our district for a first-year teacher with a bachelor's degree now begins at approximately $42,871. Adding benefits provides a total compensation package of about $65,823, a big improvement over a few years ago. I'm proud to also tell you that our custodians, parapros, bus monitors, and other similar classified employees will get an additional pay raise this year above and beyond the COLA. This helps our support employees, helps our district remain competitive for recruitment, and also puts money back into our economy. Another budget item this year is a direct result of preparing for the possibility our district will transition to digital instruction district-wide is the purchase of Chromebooks. Every teacher will receive a 14-inch Chromebook for work, and we will buy additional devices to support our students. This is just another example of ensuring our teachers have what is needed to deliver instruction. We have one more message from a guest. Governor Brian Kemp sent a video to wish us well.
Hello, this is Governor Brian Kemp. Over the past few months, students, parents, and teachers have faced truly unprecedented challenges as we battle the threat of COVID-19. Despite the obstacles, they have worked together to adapt to our new normal and plan for the future. To all of the students and parents in Houston County, thank you for your sacrifices and hard work during these difficult times. To all of the educators, administrators, and school personnel, I commend you for your leadership and support. We are in this fight together, and we are going to emerge stronger because of it. Working together, we can provide a safe educational environment and continue to do what's right for everyone's health and well-being. God bless you, and may God continue to bless the great state of Georgia.
We certainly appreciate Governor Kemp making time for us. I'd now like to recognize our top sponsors. Because of sponsor contributions, our district is able to have special programs such as Teacher and Employee of the Year recognition and Years of Service program and special events such as today's opening session and our retirement banquet. We couldn't do these additional extras without their help. We have various levels of sponsorship to include event sponsors and others who support the Employee Recognition Program. Our premier sponsors give at the highest level with a contribution of at least $5,000. We have 5 premier sponsors to include Total Benefit Solutions, Parish Construction, AIG Retirement Services, Mr. John Lamberth, Flint Energies, and HEA Federal Credit Union. We have many other event sponsors for which we are also grateful. Our event sponsors are shown and listed in the program. From this impressive list, it's easy to see that we have tremendous support in Houston County. We are so very fortunate to live in a community that cares about public education. If you have an opportunity, please personally thank our sponsors. We're all in this together. These are unusual times, but I promise you that we will all make it through this pandemic and come out even better than before. Keep your focus on the reason you chose a career in education in the beginning, the children. We're going to take care of our students and take care of one another. To every employee, we love you, we love our students, and we appreciate the way you show love to all our students. In closing, I want to again thank our sponsors for their support. I also want to thank our Houston County Career Academy for assistance and the use of their film studio. Many thanks to our community relations team, Mrs. McLaughlin, Mrs. Bird, and Mrs. Wetzel for their work on this event. Their team worked many hours to put together this virtual event and collect gifts for our honorees. Teachers and Employees of the Year, please be sure to come to the central office today to take a professional photograph with your plaque and to receive gifts from the community. Stay safe, stay well, and have a fabulous school year.